Local school districts continue to update their security measures following the nation's deadliest school shooting in a decade. The Texas school shooting at a Uvalde elementary school is raising questions and concerns about school security plans. As CCX News reporter Sarah Tamer shows us, some local elementary schools are already preparing for the worst-case scenario.
At Wayzata's Northwoods Elementary,
this is where all adults, all visitors are asked to come in. Their driver's license is swiped.
It's standard practice for all doors and entrances to be locked. The Director of Administrative Services at Wayzata District Schools, Kristen Tolson, says safety.
The background check is also done on each of our visitors.
Is top priority.
Schools have to be a safe place for children.
All security plans are built with active shooter situations in mind.
Unfortunately, they have to be. They have to be balanced with a positive learning environment, but yes, they are designed with student safety and security in mind.
Tolson has been with the district for 27 years and experienced the rapid security changes over the decades.
The biggest change came after Columbine and the study at Columbine, where we started to realize the traditional lockdowns and hiding in classrooms and staying put was not the most effective way to preserve life.
She says option-based responses are necessary.
We have put this in the front of our work for years.
Here, staff IDs are printed out with emergency procedures.
These are our 4 universal procedures, which are evacuate, reverse evacuate, which is bringing our students in from outside, lockout, and then enhanced response, or like run, hide, fight.
There have been 27 school shootings in America so far this year. Tolson says the terrifying reality takes a toll.
You have all these competing feelings of why, what would I do? Is this why I'm a teacher? Is this why I'm an educator?
At Northwoods Elementary, teachers also have the option to keep their doors locked. With safety drills and preparations, teachers are armed with knowledge, and compassion is unwavering.
You still have to put it all back in perspective because you have to be in front of 25 children and help them facilitate their feelings.
In Plymouth, Sarah Tamer, CCX News.
Plymouth police are investigating an armed carjacking that happened at night in the Target parking lot. Plymouth police say a young woman was confronted by 2 men who had guns just before 10 p.m. Wednesday. They stole the woman's vehicle, fleeing from the area at a high rate of speed. Target employees quickly called 911. Officers then pursued the stolen vehicle on Highway 55 into Minneapolis until they could no longer safely do so. The vehicle was later found unoccupied in North Minneapolis. No arrests have been made at this point, and no one was injured during the incident.
Sometimes you open a door and go somewhere new and learn new things.
Marcia Glick was a math teacher at Benilde St. Margaret's, teaching geometry and trigonometry when she took a temporary job at Robbinsdale City Hall. That was almost 35 years ago. Robbinsdale City Manager Marcia Glick is retiring this week after a long history with the city.
We think it's a good opportunity.
Marcia Glick has talked about dozens of new opportunities over the years in her role as city manager, whether it was Robbinsdale's downtown.
If you're looking for a place to come have lunch and then do a little browsing, it's nice to have that opportunity.
Or the saga that involved the demolition of the Terrace Theater and bringing in a grocery store.
We've been in continuous discussion with Hy-Vee.
Marcia Glick has been in front of our camera and diligently working behind the scenes at City Hall for decades.
I think you know where your place is, and to me, I'm more of a person that likes to be involved in things and working on projects.
When an entrepreneur had questions about whether opening up downtown was a good idea, Marcia Glick would take them there.
We just walked from business to business and talked to people,
so they could see the camaraderie that she did.
And it's been fun to encourage entrepreneurs along the way and believing. You have to believe in the dream that it's going to work and get everybody to go in on it.
That straightforward nature is her trademark.
We're just really very open between the city and the community and wanting people to feel welcome here and have their concerns addressed the best we can. Can't fix everything.
One of her goodbye gatherings was as unassuming as she is, where residents could drop by and simply wish her well. It's the hands-on, personal approach that kept her in Robbinsdale and gave her plenty of stories as to why she loved her job.
A couple people that identified themselves as soccer moms, they went and raised donations and helped to put those flower baskets downtown and water them on the weekends. And you can't do that in a big city, but you can do it in a small place. And that's what I've really enjoyed about Robbinsdale.
And Marcia said one of the things that she's most proud of is the scattered site housing program, where the city takes out the worst home on the block and redevelops it, turning it into the best home on the block. She went back and counted, and there are 500 homes scattered throughout Robbinsdale that have been part of that program. A new tradition has kicked off in Robbinsdale, a weekly farmers market.
I'm excited. I've never done a Robbinsdale farmers market. I've done one in North Minneapolis. And so just a new location, meeting new people, it's a blessing. So I'm so thankful to be here.
Rashida Jenkins was one of the many excited vendors at Robbinsdale's new Lakeview Terrace Farmers Market, which made its debut last Saturday. The farmers market was once based in North Minneapolis, but relocated to this location in Robbinsdale with the hope that increased visibility will help generate more foot traffic.
This is all about community. We have so many people here right now, and it's a beautiful sight, you know. And so I invite everyone to come out every Saturday from 8 to noon, Lakeview Terrace Farmers Market.
The farmers market will happen every Saturday through September 17th. A city in the West African nation of Liberia is renaming a nature area after the city of Brooklyn Park. City leaders in Kakata chose to call a 6-acre piece of land Brooklyn Park. You may recall Kakata has a sister city relationship with Brooklyn Park. The two cities are similar in size. Councilmember Winfred Russell traveled to Liberia last month for the naming ceremony, and Kakata city leaders plan to visit Brooklyn Park in September. Russell recommends naming a park in his city after Kakata as a way to return the favor.